Hello friends, this is Chadha from Astro Healer channel. So I am here to give you a brief about a great transit, major transit of Rahu and Ketu on the 12th of April. See, I always consider, or most of the astrologers, they consider three transits as very much effective. One is of Saturn, the other is Rahu and Ketu both, and then Jupiter, Guru. These are the slow moving planets. It has got a long lasting effect on each Lagna, each Rashi, and even on a mundane level. In my last video, I have mentioned or described as April a very chaotic month, with so many conjunctions, so many transits in 1 month, that we all are going to witness too many changes, too many major events happening, till finally on the 29th of April, Saturn steps into the next sign, that is Aquarius. Also understand that from the 7th of April to 12th of April, Mars will have a full aspect on Rahu, which is again a crucial point. Again 29th April, when Saturn will go into the sign of Aquarius, it will have a full aspect on Rahu, and for a very long time. During the 7th and 8th of April, you will see Mercury, the planet of communication, also in the Gandanta point. Now this is a point where a planet loses its significance. You will see communication will be a problem. I would request you not to sign documents, and if you do have to sign it, read the clauses, read the content of that document very carefully, so that you don't sign on something which is not, which may work very adverse for you. Anyway, this is what is the brief explanation for this month. But now, let us see what is going to be the effect of Rahu and Ketu's movement, the transit, on each Lagna and each Rashi. I am going to explain to you the effect of Rahu on the Lagna and effect of Ketu on the Lagna. It may be very contradictory. That means Rahu is giving you a benefit result, but Ketu is not. It could be vice versa as well. So please understand, when I am explaining you Lagna wise, Rashi wise, we have to consider both. I am going to mention that also. Also, I am putting a timestamp so you don't waste your time browsing, or you have to look at the entire video. You can just go on the timestamp, which will be a corresponding number which will take you to your Lagna or Rashi. Thank you so much. Let's begin with the first sign, first Lagna, Aries. So friends, the first Lagna or first sign, moon sign, would be Aries. For Aries, Rahu would be in the first house, Lagna, and Ketu would get into your 7th house. Now let us look at the impact of Rahu in your Lagna or the first house. It is going to impact your peace and harmony or comfort at home. Relationship, immediate relationship with the family will improve. Stability in your finances. You may feel a little distracted and confused because Rahu is in the Lagna. You may find difficult to take major decisions. Maybe you spend money on something which is unproductive. It is not going to be very auspicious for your personal comforts. Now, Ketu in the 7th house is going to give you some proposal for partnership which will come your way, and it would be advised that you do not pounce on that proposal, because you may land up into a fraud. You will be deceived. If you are into a partnership business, there would be difference and conflict with your partner. Married individuals will find some problem in their married life as well. Next sign is Taurus. Now Rahu is getting into your 12th house and Ketu in the 6th house. The axis is 12 and 6. Rahu's transit in the 12th house indicates your expenses would definitely rise and you will have a money crunch. Especially medical bill, chances of hospitalization, spending money on long journeys, making travel plans during this period. The intimacy with your partner, I'm talking about couples, will be at its peak. This is a good period for intimacy. Those who are planning to apply for some foreign colleges, universities, or even a job, this is going to be a very potential time for you. You will get number of opportunities to fulfill your desires, your dreams during this period. Now let's talk about Ketu in the 6th house. The Ketu in the 6th house talks about that your stamina, your fighting spirit would be very high. You will win over your opponents, your enemies. You are, however, advised to be a little cautious while driving because this transit makes you a little prone to accidents. Also, this period is good for winning court cases. This is a very good time if your profession, if you are dealing with medicine, medical, doctors, lawyers, people working in whatever position in matter of courts. Next sign is Gemini. Now for Gemini, let us understand that Rahu is getting into the 11th house and Ketu in your 5th house. Rahu's transit in your 11th house, oh my God, you will have sudden financial gains. Very good period for you. Those who are working may get promotions, increment, incentives and so on. If you are an entrepreneur, you will be able to make good profits and expand your business. Your earning will your earning will rise or will increase. Yes, there could be some conflict with your elder sibling because 11th house signifies that. Also some conflicts with your friends because it is a house of social circle as well. This is a favorable time for making big investment. This was all about Rahu. Now let's talk about Ketu in the 5th house. It may have a negative impact on your love life or relationship. Conflicts with your love partner due to the interference of a third person is possible. Your partner may even deceive you or cheat upon you. Students who have issues, students will have issues with concentration in their studies. However, it will be favorable for those who are into research, investigation, doing PhD, writing their thesis and so on. You may face some issues with your digestive system as well. Next sign is Cancer. For Cancer, Rahu in the 10th and Ketu in the 4th house. Now Rahu getting into your 10th house speaks over here very clearly that you will have some, you may have to face some politics, backbiting at your workplace. You may even switch your job or change your job or change your profile. If you're a fresher, just graduated and looking for a job, there is some good news for you. Opportunities are coming your way. Especially people who are working for IT in IT industry, you will have a very good time. Your good work, hard work will be appreciated, recognized by your seniors, by your colleagues and so on. The business owners who are into business, especially dealing with overseas, will have substantial growth. Ketu in the 4th house now talks about there would be some distraction, disruption in your academic studies. The ambience at home will not be very conducive, not very happy. There could be some conflict and fight between the members of the family and that may disturb your peace at home. You are advised not to make any investment in property during this time period because you may land up into a false deal. You may feel a little stressed out due to ill health of your mother. Next sign is Leo. Leo, Rahu is getting into your 9th house and Ketu in the 3rd house. Now Rahu in the 9th house says that you will spend lot of time on your travel, and you may have some unproductive travel plans as well. Your luck would be very uncertain and unstable during this period. Now this is Rahu's effect in the 9th house. You will have to really work very hard to achieve success during this period. Your religious belief also will be having a shift. You may face some conflicts in your romantic life as well. You may face some complications in your professional life. Now Ketu in the 3rd house. You will now set up some high targets and you will be very successful in achieving those. You will be able to resolve problems, and you may have been what you have been facing for a long time, you will resolve them. You may convert your enemies into your friends during this period. That means you will have a good way of communicating and getting a hold over your enemies, and they will become your friend. Favors can be seen coming from your seniors, from your bosses. Your strategy and style of working also will be appreciated, which will keep you in a very commanding position. Next sign is Virgo. For Virgo, it is the axis which is Rahu in the 8th house and Ketu getting into the 2nd house. Now here, because Rahu is in your 8th house, you may get interested in occult science. That will attract you. Maybe you will go to some astrologer, numerologist, some people who are doing some spells and certain things. Your intuitions would be very high. Whatever you would, the gut feeling would be very high. You will be, yes, very prone to accidents and injuries during this period. Please drive very safely if you are driving. Those who are into studies of deep research or studies which gets into, you need concentration. If you are into research, doing your PhD, this is a very favorable time. People also into investigation will have a good time. Those who are working in insurance sector, because 8th house talks about commission and incentive, this is going to be a good time for you. You will earn better incentives. Yes, you are advised to be careful while investigating into a speculative market. So stay away from stock market, stock exchange. Also, if you are thinking of purchasing some asset or some land or property, there are chances that you will be deceived, you will be cheated by people. Now let's talk about Ketu in the 2nd house. Throat infection, eye infection can be seen over here, which will keep you very disturbed. You will have some unproductive expenditures also. You may witness some differences of opinion with your family members. You may stay away from home for a while during this tenure. You will not like to talk much. I don't say you will be introvert, but you do not want to talk to people, and this is going to impact your relationship, social circle. People would say that, why are you so lonely, aloof, and so on. Next sign is Libra. For Libra, Rahu is getting into the 7th house and Ketu in the 1st house. Now, Rahu's transit in the 7th house speaks differences and conflicts with your business partner and life partner as well. Married couples will witness conflicts between the partner. If you are single, you will get number of proposals for marriage during this time. However, you will find it very difficult to say a yes, because you will not be able to finalize the proposal. You may make frequent travel plans with your spouse during this period. Now Ketu in the 1st house says you will find yourself to be a bit lost, confused. You will try to create new things with your experience and with your learning. You will be remaining very secretive, and you will not share your ideas, your concepts with people around you, even if they are your loved ones. So you will be very secretive. You will also have a sense of detachment during this period with your lover or with your spouse. Yes, you will become very shrewd in your professional dealing. Next sign is Scorpio. For Scorpio, Rahu in the 6th house and Ketu in the 2nd house. Sorry, 12th house. I'm sorry. Rahu's transit in the 6th house. See, 6th house Rahu is always good. If you are a fresher, just graduated and looking for a job, good proposals are coming your way. At your workplace also, you will be in a very commanding position. There are possibility of promotion, increment during this period. Yes, you may have some issues with your eye, maybe infection or something, or you may land up into some infection due to some drug that you have taken, medicine or even food. Also, you will be very prone to injuries. Even a surgery is possible during this period. You will be overpowering your enemies and your competitors during this period. Time is very favorable for students who are preparing for competitive exams. Now, Ketu in the 12th house. This will improve your concentration power. You will have an inclination towards donation. So, you may go for social cause, go to some places where you would feel like donating, whatever amount you feel like, or whatever way you want to do it. You may also plan to visit places of spiritual nature. Mythological mindset would be there. This time is favorable for those who are planning to move overseas. This time period is also favorable for people who are into research work. Next sign is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the axis is Rahu in the 5th house and Ketu in your 11th house. Rahu's position in the 5th house says not favorable time for students because you may face some distraction in your studies. The time will be favorable for those who are into romantic relationship. If you are single, there are bright chances that you may commit into a romantic relationship and it will take it to the next level. You will be interested in pursuing your hobbies into your profession now. So, and very aggressively you will be doing this during this period. Now, Ketu's position in the 11th house, this will bring uncertainty in your earning, and you may also get stuck up. Your money will get stuck up with different resources. You are advised not to invest money in share market because you may end up getting yourself into losses. The time period is also favorable for those who are into politics. If you are looking forward to some administrative position in any company or thing, it's a good time for you. You may face some major conflicts with your friends and even problems with your elder siblings. Next, Capricorn. For Capricorn, Rahu is getting into your 4th house and Ketu in the 10th house. Rahu's movement in the 4th house suggests that you should take care of your mother's health. You will be spending very lavishly and buying luxurious things for your home. You may have some conflicts with your family members. You should not invest into land or property during this period, as you may land up into a deal which will be deceptive, fraud. Also, you should not lend or borrow money from anyone during this period because your money will get stuck. Now, Ketu's position in your 10th house says at your workplace, your teammate, your co-workers will have a very negative, they will have a very negative outlook towards you. Your professional life will grow, however, you will not get much satisfaction and contentment with your career. You will always feel that something is lacking. You may also think of changing your work profile, or you may change your job as well. Your relationship with your boss, your seniors may not be very cordial. If you are into business, if you are a business owner, do not make big investment during this time. You should concentrate on whatever you are doing currently, because if you try something, it is not going to be very beneficial for you. Next sign is Aquarius. For Aquarius, Rahu is getting into the 3rd house, again a very good position, and Ketu in the 9th house. Let's look at Rahu in your 3rd house. Makes you very confident. Your willpower will grow. You will be dynamic with your energy, and you will incorporate new ideas, new concepts, strategies for your business if you are doing one. There are also possibilities of a change in your job or job profile. The time is favorable for short journeys, and this will bring good productive results for you. Be careful while talking to people, because your harsh words or aggressive gesture may bring some differences with in your relationship. You will make some frequent short travels together with your friends and associates during this time. You will be very particular about your fitness. You'll enroll for some gym, or getting into aerobic or something of that sort. Now Ketu in your 9th house says this will be a bit hard time and uncertain time as far as your luck is concerned. You should trust your work rather than trusting your luck. The more you work, the more benefit you get. You will have an inclination to do some charity work at this time as well. This is going to bring good result, since Ketu is all about karmas. You will be a bit popular among the opposite sex during this period. You may earn some ancestral property during this period. So if something is there on the card, it's coming your way. You will like to travel and may also travel for work to foreign land during this period. Now let's talk about the last sign, that is Pisces. Rahu getting into your 2nd house and Ketu getting in your 8th house. This transit of Rahu in the 2nd house brings some uncertainty pertaining to your finances. You may face some sudden expenditure during this time. Your articulation will be very harsh and you will be very loud in your speech. You will be diplomatic, no doubt about it, with your words, and you will try to hide the truth if necessary. You may face some issues with your, you'll have some dental problem, or you have some infection in your throat during this period. Ketu in the 8th house makes you very secretive, and you will not share things with your dear ones. You will also be good in planning and making conspiracies during this period. You are advised not to run behind financial gain, as this will instead bring you major losses. Whatever you are doing right now, just stick to it. Stay away and avoid investment into speculative market or stock market. Yes, you may suffer due to some skin related diseases. You should avoid lending money, as you may be cheated and the money will get stuck. You will not get the money back. So this was all about Rahu Ketu's transit and the impact on different lagnas and different rashi. If you did like this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell icon as well. Thank you so much. God bless you. Stay safe and pray to God that the month of April should go very peacefully. Thank you.